In this video, I want to compare the Aputure Mini Dome 2 versus the Aputure Big Dome 2. The fuck is big, eh? Versus the Amaran Verge 22-inch LED light. Ah, look at that. The first question you probably have is, what the fuck am I doing outside? I don't have a big enough space to showcase all three of these open in my house. So I'm in my garden. There are three things I'm looking for. First of all is how compact these are. Second of all, how soft the light that they produce is. And number three is the cost. Now, of course, this is an LED light, whereas these two need an LED light on top of just the dome. So we'll factor the cost of buying a reasonably good quality, but cheap Amaran 100D in there as well. We're going to open the mini dome, the maxi dome as we like to call it, and this one's already open. So you get to see the sizes of them, but not only that, is how compact they are when they're actually not open. So we start with the Mini 2. Pretty compact. You can put it under a sofa, you can put it under your bed, you can put it under any space you want. You've got the Light Dome 2, which I would say is reasonably compact, a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. And again, if you have a single bed, double size, king size, whatever bed you have, you can put that under your bed if you're looking for something that's compact. And then we finally get to the Amaran Verge. This thing is actually quite slim. Look at it. Look at how slim this is. It is practically invisible at that angle. But from this angle, it is massive. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to put this under your bed because it doesn't fold, but it is quite slim. If you can find a space in your house to just have it always hanging, it's pretty heavy as well, God, then you can do that. So in terms of the compactability of these, when they're completely folded down, you know, the order for me is really the Mini 2, Light Dome 2, and then this. I know this is a light as well, but to be honest, the Amaran 100D can fit into the boxes that these come in. And then you can have a light and your dome all in that one little setup. So yeah, as much as I like this, it is a bit of a pain. Now it gets slightly different when you want to actually open them up. So let's start with the mini dome. Let me open this up. As you know, clicky to openy is the way I like to call it. Pretty straightforward. Here we are. It's open. One doesn't have the diffuser on front, somewhere upstairs in the house, but that is the size of that. We'll put that down here and we'll open up the maxi dome or the normal size dome. Again, a similar kind of clicky to open, but this one gets a little bigger because the light will be softer, apparently. And don't worry, we'll be doing the test in real life upstairs inside the house. I just wanted to show you how big these are all together. So that is a maxi. The fuck is big, eh? Ah, look at that. And then, let me open this one up. The Amaran Verge. Oh shit, it's already open. We're talking about real estate here. You know? This one, in whichever angle you look at, is going to be bigger than this when it's open. The pro, although, in my opinion, is when you fold it out and lay it flat. I'd rather have something that goes under my bed than something that just stays open and I have to find a space in my living area for. That is why we're outside, just looking at the sizes. Next, let's go upstairs and find out how soft the light is from each of these. See you inside. Okay, you've just seen clip A, B, and C. Which one is your favorite? Why don't you pause the video, leave a comment with your favorite one at the bottom, saying A is your favorite, and whether A is the Verge, the Dome Max, or the Dome Mini. Done? Now here's what I think. Personally, for me, the Dome is the best. The big Dome is the best. Just because of the way the light falls off. Now, this isn't a scientific test, but it's scientific-ish, because every single light is the same distance, is the same angle. It's just whether it's the LED, the Dome, or the Dome Mini. And for me, the Dome Max 2, or the normal Dome from Aputure, is the best, just because of how the light falls off of my skin and makes me look a little bit pretty. Number 2 for me, however, is clip A, which is the Amaran Verge. Surprised by that? And finally, for me, in third position, from this particular position, hand distance away and the same angle, is the Dome Mini 2. It's a little bit harsher, gives you a little bit more of a moody lighting, and of course, this is all subjective. This is what I feel is correct for my kind of videos that I'm making. And not to say that the Dome Mini 2 can't give you the same kind of effect. It certainly can. You got to just put it a little bit further away, turn the brightness on, and adjust a few things, fiddle around to get the same kind of fall off that you do from this distance with this particular light, the Dome 2, or even the Amaran Verge 22-inch disc, right? So my personal preference is the Dome, the Amaran Verge, and then the Dome Mini, just because of how they perform in a small space for me. Now, if you add that to the costs, right? The Dome Mini cost £130, and the Dome 2, the big one, cost £200. So there's a £70 difference, but not just that. With both of those, you're going to have to buy a cob light. You're going to have to buy an LED light. So a good one, cheap good one, is the Amaran 100D, and that costs around £180. So you're looking at either £300 or £370 if you want the bigger one. If you compare that to the Amaran Verge, which for £250 you're getting a great fall off, good distance, a little bit of a pole to kind of hang it and move it around, you know, it's a no-brainer. Just think about it. Because with these domes, you're going to have to buy a C-stand as well. That is not cheap either. The costs are really going to add up. And if you're just starting out, all those costs are just unnecessary. So, the Amaran Verge is a great starter piece of kit to give you like a nice image, great fall off from your face, and just a nice softness around whether you're doing some product photography or face videography or whatever it is, right? So it is great for that. The only annoying thing for me is that it's not really compact, right? It's round and you can't really shove it under your bed or anywhere else. So that's the only negative thing that I have to say. If you can keep it around in your space, if you have a studio room, wow, fantastic. But if you have a studio room, you probably already have a lighting setup, so you'd probably buy it as just another light. But if you're just starting out and you're looking for this light, I would really think about whether you have the space to have something that's circular and flattish, not to kind of put under your sofa, and it'll have to be just around in the space and become part of your decor, and whether you're okay with that. Because if you are, you're getting a great deal for £250. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.